What's up, you guys? I'm back again with another video, and I just want to preface this video with, if you agree with anything that I say in this video, if you support anything that I say in this video, I really do ask you to share this video, to tweet this video out, to share it with anyone at the PvP development team, whether that be Warcraft devs or Halinka or Chris Kalecki. Hope I'm not mispronouncing his name. Anybody in the PvP development team, or just share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it. I'm asking this because I'm planning to work on a very extensive video. I did something like this in the past in Legion, and a lot of the things that I talked about in that video were in regards to PvP changes that I wanted to see for World of Warcraft, because I noticed the community was dwindling down. I noticed that the game wasn't doing so well in terms of participation. I noticed there was a lot of things that were small minor changes that could be implemented that would make the game better overall. Now, a lot of the things that I did talk about in that video, I'll link it in the description box below. It was a little memey and there's a lot of jokes in that, and I'm planning to work on something similar for this expansion going into the next expansion. But a lot of the things that I did talk about in that video were implemented in Battle for Azeroth. Now, I'm not saying they were because I said that. I'm just saying that the things I suggested in that video had merit because they were implemented, and they were things that Blizzard saw that could be fixed, maybe on their own, in their own research, or from just overall community requests. But one thing that I'm not going to include in that video that I want to include in this video, and you may have read by the title, one thing that I think I need to get out now, and I want to get it across in the nicest way possible, but I just want it to be heard, and I think a lot of people would agree with this, is people in World of Warcraft, especially inside of the PvP community, especially inside of like maybe the Twitch community or the social media online community for World of Warcraft, are upset at the lack of changes that we've seen in World of Warcraft PvP. Now, I want to talk about that and why I think it's important to talk about, and why I want to get this across to Blizzard or anyone at Blizzard. So again, if you agree with what I'm going to talk about in this video, please share it with anyone there. So right now, if you go across Twitch, or you talk to anyone that's particularly high rated in PvP, or anybody at all that participates in PvP, maybe they might say that they're upset the state of the current meta, right? The meta hasn't shifted a lot. Now, we did see some changes in regards to healer changes for mana and mana adjustments on certain utility spells recently, right? We had the mana nerfs, the mana regeneration nerfs, and we saw Purge getting the cost of Purge being reduced, so you could Purge more often, and that was like a small minor fix. But we have generally had the same arena meta, the same arena compositions coming out, and it is shifting a bit more now. We're seeing a lot more RM Pallies and a lot more Rogue Mages, but that was similar to Season 1. We've generally had the same meta for since 8.1. It's been generally the same exact thing. And the issue with this is not the fact that we haven't actually had changes, in my opinion. The real issue is that Blizzard is not really, or anyone that's responsible for this role, or maybe they don't have somebody, I don't know, and I'm asking these questions. Nobody is communicating anything to the community about their intention to make changes. There's nobody, I don't see it anywhere. I don't see, I follow everybody. Right now, if you go on Twitter, you can go to I'll show some pictures here. You can go to Seedu's Twitter talking about why he's depressed about playing the game, or why it's not fun. He's not very motivated at the moment. You can see Absurd tweeting almost every day about changes. Everybody, asking for changes for World of Warcraft. And again, I don't even think it's the issue of not having changes for whatever reason. Maybe you're waiting for 8.2. Currently, the date is April 10th. Maybe you're waiting for this new raid that's going to come out on Tuesday. I think it is, right? Crucible of the Storms. That's the new raid that's going to be rolling out here soon. Maybe your plan is to implement changes then, but it doesn't actually even matter if we get changes on that date. It's the fact that nobody knew that you heard anybody's concerns about wanting changes, or maybe these tank trinkets are too strong. The Diamond Barrier trinket from the new raid BOD is too strong. Maybe the Word of Envelopment trinket is too strong. Maybe Warlocks are too strong and they have too much CC potential with the amount of damage they can pump out. I'm not, Death Knight having too much self-healing potential. Maybe just every class in general that is good in the meta has too much self-healing potential. I'm not here to, point out the individual issues. I'm going to talk about that in this other video, the other video that I'm going to work very hard on. But what I want to get across is, why is there nobody at Blizzard on a bi-weekly, bi-monthly, whatever basis, where there's just a tweet that comes out, hey, we hear your concerns regarding these trinkets. Yes, they're banned on the tournament realm, but they're not banned on live because, of this, and this, or we're looking into potentially doing that, or just giving some type of communication. I mean, it literally takes not that much time. And if you look at like the post that we get recently, we got a hot fix regarding like Epic Battlegrounds. And in that post, it makes tons of, fixes for Epic Battlegrounds, or maybe minor fixes, but there should be something underneath. Yes, also, we're looking to make some changes in the arena system, or we're looking to make some changes regarding classes in PvP, or something there. Like, there should be something in that post, rather than just doing BG changes when people have been asking you for weeks and weeks and weeks to get PvP related class changes. Now, I know a lot of people say that it's a meme and Blizzard doesn't care about PvP. I'm not of the belief of that. I play this game every single day. Nobody likes to be told that they don't care about their job, and nobody likes to be seen as somebody that doesn't care about their job or doesn't care, right? There's people on the PvP development team, however many people. I met Halinka in person at BlizzCon this past year, and he was the nicest dude ever. And he really, I felt when I was talking to him about a lot of the things that I wanted to see, and he really felt like number one that he had a good sense of what was going on in arena, and PvP in general. He seemed like he really did care, and I had such a good impression of him, and I still do. The issue is, why can't we get that in a verbal form, or a online post, a post to the whole community? Why doesn't everyone else get the chance to see that? And why isn't that being portrayed or sold? We used to have a PvP developer meeting in Legion. I don't think we've gotten one maybe we have had one, but Halinka or somebody, the face of PvP, and I know maybe they're trying to pull away from that because they get a lot of blame or hate or whatever, but they need to have somebody that goes out there and just addresses these concerns. You don't have to actually make changes. You just have to show people that you care, right? If you are someone that's working at a business, or you have a job, right, and your employer comes up to you, or maybe your customer comes up to you, and they're asking if their order is ready, or if the work that they need to be doing is getting done, and you don't say anything, and then you don't show anything, maybe because you're not working on anything, or that you are working on something, but they don't get to see the actual work along the way, how are they going to know? They're not going to be happy. No one's going to be happy because they're not getting any responses, and they're not seeing anything, whether it's being done or not. You have to communicate whether you're planning to work on something or you're not, and for what reason that you're not. This is something that's very simple to do, and an easy way to win back public perception, because maybe financially Blizzard had a good year, I'm not really sure, or perhaps they whatever the case may be, the public online perception of Blizzard right now maybe isn't the best. So it'd be an easy way to win back some of your current subscribers, or people that aren't playing the game, and especially the people that are on your Twitch platform. I'm not speaking about myself, but at the end of the day, you have people like Cedu and Zaryu, or Peekaboo, and a handful of other streamers, Waz, other streamers that are on your platform that do really generate a lot of views for the Twitch platform. And that Twitch platform, whether people like it or not, is a form of marketing for Blizzard and World of Warcraft. When people come to my stream, or anybody's stream, that a lot of people will say, hey, I haven't played in like a year, I haven't played in a couple months, should I come back to the game? Or I'm thinking about coming back to the game, because they watch that person stream and they enjoy watching the stream, and it makes them want to play. So whether you like it or not, that community does sell and drive a lot of your game sales, or maybe a portion of it. So making them feel like they're being heard or communicated, and there's a line of communication, is super important. And it's an easy thing to do. It's not hard to do. I don't think the issue is, once again, not having consistent changes, but sitting around and wondering when we're going to get changes, and letting that narrative like take over your social media presence. I don't see why that is something that we're doing. So I'm making this video because this is something that somebody at Blizzard, whether you get an intern or somebody takes the role, like there's developers at Blizzard. I'm not sure if they're on payroll for this or how it works, but there's people that tweet out funny posts, and yes, it's your Twitter, have fun with it, but if you can take the time to potentially like write up a funny post or a meme post on your Twitter, take the time to just address the people that they're asking for changes. I mean, it's you don't have to do anything. Just say that you're planning on doing something, or why you're not, or why things are the way that they are. So Blizzard, please, anyone at Blizzard, please, anyone watching this video, I'm obviously pretty passionate about this. I'm not trying to be mean at all. I'm not trying to come off in a bad way. I'm not trying to, just roast Blizzard. I'm asking, and the video that I'm going to work on is going to be very genuine, and I'm going to work on it to help you guys, and just for my insight of playing the game every day. You don't have to, my opinion is not always going to be right, but if it's publicly, accepted or people agree with it, it's a great way for you guys to kind of pick up on some of the things that are going on in the game without having to go through all these forum posts that are, filled with people just absolutely bashing your game. I'm trying to help you and show you guys that people would very much appreciate direct communication, whether that be through Twitter posts, whether that be through, a little Q&A with somebody at the PvP development team on a more frequent basis. I mean, it just give us 30 minutes. It's not that much time. There's no way that there's not one person there that can do it. I just don't believe it. If not, I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. I'll actually do it for free because I mean, maybe I'm not the best person to do it, but there's got to be somebody that you can get to do it. It's just not fair to the tons of people that play your game every day and devote hundreds of hours to your game every day, that are your customers, that pay, monthly subscriptions for this game every month to support your game, and they're trying to, whether they're doing it for their own financial benefit, like I'm thankful for this game and everything that's provided me, and maybe, of course I want the game to do better so I have more fun playing the game and it helps my content. Of course, I 100% get that. But at the end of the day, those people that are doing that are marketing your game, and that should be respected, I think. So I'm making this video in the purpose of, number one, trying to get this important message across right away. That's something that should be worked on or at least addressed. And if you do share this video and somebody at Blizzard does see this video, I'm not asking for this to encourage more responses, from anyone that makes a video to Blizzard, but please at least acknowledge that you saw the video and acknowledge that you understand where I'm coming from, and if you're not planning on being more vocal, why not? And I would love to personally hear. I mean, you could just personally, I just want to know. But I'm also making this video and letting everyone know that I'm planning on making a video that's going to talk about all the things that I would like to be or see be improved going into the next expansion. Last time I made the video, right before BlizzCon. I'm making it a little bit earlier this time to give people a little bit more time to kind of just view this stuff and talk about it. I'm trying to spread it in a positive format. Maybe there'll be some jokes in the video, but it's going to be just for viewer purposes and not to hurt anyone's feelings, I guess. So if you guys really do agree with what I'm talking about in this video, anyone out there, please share the video, or just send it around or tweet it to anyone at the PvP development team. I just want you guys to see that one thing that you can do right away, start right away, and it costs, probably no money at all, is just be a little bit more communicative to all of your players that are asking for changes. Give us something, because saying nothing and posting blue posts about April Fool's jokes, making pet battle changes, or, BG changes, about epic battlegrounds or anything like that, that has, and not mentioning or addressing, or even in the Q&A saying we're going to work on that, or we're going to fix that. Give us something more and show that you care. It costs nothing and it goes a really long way. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you really agreed with what I said, please share the video. If you have any more questions on what my thoughts are or anything like that, you can let me know in the comment section below. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to sign off in any cheesy way. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.